Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Neil and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mooer Ge300 EV amp model, which is inside the Mooer Ge300, and obviously that is supposed to be like Mooer's interpretation of an EVH amp. We're going to take a look at it and we're going to compare it to the EVH 6L6 Stealth. Okay, so the Mooer Ge300 is a very affordable amp model and multi-effects floor-based unit. There is a light version that can save you a couple of £100. In the UK, the Mooer Ge300 retails at about £560-ish, give or take. It keeps going up or down. Inside there are some really great amp models, and although the Mooer Ge300 has a tone capture feature where you can actually rig it up to your favourite amp's preamp and capture the tone and get quite close actually, we're not going to use that today. I stopped using the tone capture feature quite a while ago because I realised that I really genuinely liked the amp models inside the Mooer Ge300 and I could get pretty close just using the amp models. Obviously you can never get that tube amp feel, that total tube amp tone from something that's digital, but I think the way things are going, we're definitely getting closer all the time. Today we're going to do a test and we're going to put the Mooer Ge300 Vs EVH 6L6 Stealth. First of all, you're going to hear both of them in a mix and we're going to use the same IR to make things fair. The IR that I'm going to use in this demo is available through the Celestion IR website. The link to that, which is an affiliate link, is down there in the description below. If you go through that link to order the IR, then it helps contribute towards this channel. The IR that I'm actually using is a high gain 412 V30 42157 IR. That means that we're using a 421 mic, obviously, and a 57 on the cab in the IR. Like I said, we're going to use the same IR for the Mooer Ge300 and also for the EVH Stealth. We're going to load the IR into the Mooer Ge300. I think it has tons of slots. I don't know how many slots there are for IRs, but there's a hell of a lot of them. We're going to load it into the Mooer Ge300. Then we're going to load that IR into the 2-Notes Captor X. We're going to record a track. I'm going to dial in my favourite tone from each of them and use them in a track, so they'll be in kind of a mix. You'll hear them in the mix first, but then after then, if you stick around, I'm going to play my guitar straight into the EVH Stealth, straight into the 2-Notes Captor X, then into my camera, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the Mooer Ge300 too. So you guys can see out of a mix how close they actually are. So let's go. Right guys, so what did you think of that? What I want to say is that trying to dial them in so they sound the same or very similar is quite hard, and to get them exactly the same would be near on impossible, and there's a good reason for that. What I found was, when I was dialing in the Mooer Ge300 and I wanted a bit more presence, a bit more treble, because it's digital and it works slightly different, when I dialed in that extra bit of presence, extra bit of top end, what I actually did was also lose some of the bottom end. Whereas with the EVH, as you turn up the presence and turn up the treble, you still don't lose any of the low end thump. The low end thump is still there. It's just kind of the way digital things work and the way that a real amp works. The Mooer Ge300 side by side definitely had a bit more of a boxy type tone to it, you know. When you try and get the highs and the sizzle of a tube amp and you're using something digital, and you're trying to retain the low end punch as well, you do get this kind of a boxy type tone that I can't really describe, that is present in most digital things that I've used on the channel. The Mooer Brown Sound 3, which is a little mini preamp pedal, it's about £89 at the moment I think in the UK, that I've demoed on this channel, is a brilliant little pedal that is less kind of boxy than the Mooer Ge300. If you want to hear me do a tone capture version where I rig it up to the 6L6 and tone capture it and see if that's any closer, then I will do that. Let me know down there below in the comments. Also, please guys, a lot of you are asking me for my tones because I'm working more and more on tones that I'm using with the Mooer Ge300 and putting them out there in demos. I'm going to start doing the same with the Mooer Prime P1 as well. And a lot of you guys are asking for my tones from the Mooer Ge300. Now, the Mooer Prime P1, I can just upload them to the cloud and you guys can grab them. But with the Mooer Ge300, I'm not sure how to share it, how to do it. I don't know how to share that preset with you guys. So if anybody has any idea how to do it, I've looked through the Mooer Studio, I've got it all up to date and everything. I can't see where I can share it to any cloud like you can with Positive Grid stuff and like you can with the Mooer Prime P1. So if anybody can help me out with that and wants to get some of my tones, then please let me know in the comments exactly, you know, what to click on in what order to get to the situation where I can share these for you guys, because I really want you to have the tones. If you want them, you know, I'm not going to charge you for them because they're free, and I don't see why I should charge you for them when you've gone to the trouble of watching my videos. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Mooer Ge300 EV preset. Do you think it is close enough to the EVH for your ears when you take into account that the EVH is double the price? Also, would you like me to do the same with the PVs? Because the Mooer Ge300 has a really good PV amp model in there as well that kind of does a good representation of the PV6505s. There is also some Marshalls in there. I don't know if there's a JVM, but there's definitely a pretty good Marshall in there. I could also put that in a contest, I guess, against the Marshall JVM if you guys are interested. Let me know what you think. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you all very soon.